If you ever find yourself tempted to take love for granted, let this be your warning. 35 years ago, I had everything: a loving wife, 2 beautiful kids, and a home filled with laughter. And then I threw it all away, not because of anything she did, not because of anything she deserved, but because I was too proud, too selfish, and too blind to see what was right in front of me. I was 18 when I married the love of my life, Sarah. She was the kind of person who could light up any room. Smart, funny, kind. She made me feel like the luckiest man alive. I, on the other hand, was quiet, reserved, an introvert who found comfort in her energy. We were opposites, but we worked. By 25, we had 2 kids, and life was good. Sarah had started a new job, and she was excelling. Promotions, late nights, new responsibilities. While she was out building a future for us, I was home, resenting her for it. The meals she used to cook, now it is my responsibility. The laundry, piling up, the school runs, mine to handle. But instead of talking to her, telling her how I felt, I bottled it up. I let resentment fester like an open wound. Then I met Lisa at a work function. She was exciting, new, and most importantly, she listened. We talked, at first just casually. Then the conversations became longer, then inappropriate. And I let it happen. 2 weeks before I walked out, I wrote Sarah a birthday card. I told her how much I loved her, how incredible she was. And then I packed my bags and left her anyway. She didn't scream. She didn't beg. She stood there, tears silently streaming down her face, as I took my things and walked out. Our children, just in the other room, had no idea their father was abandoning them that night. Sarah lost her job soon after. Managing 2 kids, school runs, and work alone became impossible. So my alimony payments increased. And instead of taking responsibility, I resented her for needing help. How selfish could I have been? The woman I betrayed was now single-handedly raising our children, and all I cared about was money. Lisa and I fizzled out within months. She never wanted anything serious, and when she realized how financially drained I was, she moved on. Just like that, I had nothing. Sarah, on the other hand, proved to be the strongest person I've ever known. She picked herself up, found a new job, and never let me see how much I had broken her. But I knew. Every time I stayed over for the kids, I could hear her crying herself to sleep. I spent years convincing myself I didn't love her anymore, that I was justified in what I did. I even told her once, I didn't love you for a long time. I stayed for the kids, and even then she said nothing, just took the pain I threw at her and carried on. Then came Mark, older, wiser, a good man, the kind of man Sarah deserved. He loved her in all the ways I should have. And the worst part? She was happy. 2 weeks before their wedding, I blurted it out. I love you. She looked at me with the saddest smile and said, then you should have fought for me. Because I would have loved you forever if you had let me. On her wedding day, I sat outside the church, gripping the steering wheel, telling myself I would run in and stop it. That I would fight for her. That I would win her back. But I didn't. And now, 30 years later, I live with the weight of that choice every single day. Today should have been our 42nd wedding anniversary. Instead, I'm just the man who let his pride destroy everything. They say time heals all wounds, but some wounds never heal. You just learn to live with them. Tonight, as I sit alone, an old photo album in my lap, my phone rings. It's my daughter. Dad, can you come over? Mom isn't feeling well. My heart stops. Sarah. The woman I left, the woman I never stopped loving. I grab my keys and rush out the door, praying it's not too late. Because losing her once was unbearable. But losing her forever? That might just break me entirely.